Hello friends, so welcome to this demo. In this particular lecture, we'll see how we can apply a conditional based access policy on a user wherein in order to access the Azure portal, he should be that multi-factor authentication should be enabled. And before applying the conditional access policy, the user will be successfully able to log into Azure portal without any demand for the multi-factor authentication. But once we'll enable the multi-factor authentication, user will be asked to provide the additional information. So for that, let's move on to the Azure Active Directory and create a new user. So we'll go to user and we'll create a new user. We'll give the name Ravi K and then we'll give Ravi Kumar, let's say, and then the first name would be Ravi and the second name would be Kumar, and then we'll create a new password, uh, and then we'll not assign any membership right now, and we'll create a user. So now our user has been created, and now we'll go to a conditional access policy. In order to access the conditional access policy, go to the Active Directory again and then click on security. Once you click on security, on the left hand side under protect, you will get an option of conditional access. So click on conditional access, and these are couple of some policies which are already created and they are in off state, means they are not applied. So we'll create a new policy and we'll also check this tab what if, how it can help us to basically judge that okay, what will happen when this policy will be applied. So we'll click on a new policy and let's say we'll type the name uh, require, sorry for the typo, require MFA for Ravi. Okay, so for example any name you can give. So herein we'll select the user for which we want to apply the policy. So select users and group. I'll select that particular user Ravi which we have created. See, this is the user, and then we'll select. And now if you remember, there are certain this is how where we can select the particular app on which okay, so we need to select on done. So here we apply that okay, user should be when we log into the Azure portal, he should be given the option to log in with the using the multi-factor authentication. We use the multi-factor Azure management, Microsoft Azure management, and we'll select. So generally this is the Microsoft warning which it gives to you that okay, just pay close attention that okay, whatever actions you are doing, to whom you are applying this permission, and let's say even if it is your trial account, make sure that okay, you are not applying this particular permission onto yourself, otherwise you'll not be able to log in. So that is why we have created a test user. And similarly, there are other conditions. Let me click on done. There are other conditions like in the theory lecture we discussed about sign-in risk, wherein for here you need the Azure identity protection, like which all platforms you want the user to be log in. It should be whether it should be Mac or Windows 10, all devices. Here you can select from the as Android, Windows or Mac OS. If you'll configure as, you can select the if you want any of the selected device platforms. In addition to that, if you want to apply location-based policy, let's say from a particular location, you want that okay, users should not be able to log in, or you want to block the access, that you can apply the you can configure on, and then you can choose any location. It includes all ranges on the internet. Then if you want to define some trusted location, some selected locations, so you'll be able to do that. So this is the branch office. I'll show you how this option came over here. So I'll unselect this right now, and then client apps, whether the this mobile apps or okay, and then which type of apps on which you want to apply the policy. Then if you want some only the compliant devices which you are added into the Microsoft Intune and all those things which you organization managed devices or compliant devices wants to be logged in, All these conditions you can select while applying the conditional access policy, so that a better decision can be taken that okay, whether the access should be provided or not. And then is the access control, whether the access needs to be provided or blocked. So here will grant access. Now these are the condition that okay, if you want to block the access, then it's fine, right? But let's say if you want to block grant the particular access, then let's say, do you need multi-factor authentication? You mean require all the selected controls or require one of the controls? So I'll select this one and require a multi-factor authentication. Similarly, you can select the multiple controls as well. So I'll select on done. So right now we have not created the policy, or the policy is not set. Let's do one thing. Let's try that, okay, whether we are able to log in with the user which we have created or not. Now let me open the Azure Active Directory in another tab and check for the user's credential. The password I know. I need to know the username for that user Ravi K which we have created. So this was the user we have created. Just pick this up. Here we have this, and then let me go to the another browser and type in portal.azure.com. Here we are, and now we'll type in this particular user, or let's see if okay. So let's click on this and let's see if we are having another user. Till this point of time, we have not enabled the conditional access policy, and let's see if we are able to log in without MFA or not. Now let's see if I'll type the password, and let's see if it is asking for a username or a password. Okay, so I'll type the new password and let me enter the another password. Okay, now I clicked on sign in. So it is asking that okay, now I'm logged in. Now let's do one thing. Now go back to the Azure portal where we are working on that policy and click enable policy on, and let's create that. Now we'll see it will be created within few seconds. Now the policy is on that particular Ravi K, wherein it should prompt the MFA. Now let's see if it is giving us the prompt to for MFA or not. Now let's go back and we'll sign out right now and we'll log in again. All right. Now we'll log in with the Ravi K again and we'll see. Okay. And we'll enter the password. Let's see if it is asking. Okay. Uh, okay. We'll enter the new password which we entered. Don't update. See, now we applied the conditional access policy and it is giving us the this particular warning that okay, your organization needs more information to keep your account secure. Now if we'll click on next, it will ask for the information for a login to using multi-factor authentication, that okay, how should we contact you, authentication method, phone or a mobile app, like or the country, and you need to provide a your mobile number, and then it will send you a text code, and then you'll be verified, and then you'll be able to log in. See, this is how we can apply a conditional access policy. So now let's say if we'll go back to the Azure portal, I was trying to show you that okay, when you clicked on that particular policy, you were when you clicked on this particular policy and you selected conditions, right? There you are getting the option that okay, how you can get this. So basically location information, when you choose the conditional access policy, you can provide some named location that okay, which you want to enter into the conditional access policy. So I created a branch office for one of the demo, and then that is why it was showing over there. Now the another thing before applying the policy, what you can do with the conditional access policies. So we applied this policy. So let's say we can check with the what if condition that okay, what will happen when we'll choose this and what kind of impact it would be having. So that you can choose your policy very carefully. So that is a very good tool with them provided by the Microsoft. So let's say we created this user Ravi K, and we'll select that, and then we created for the Microsoft Azure portal basically, and Microsoft Azure management we selected, done. And okay, so in that case, we'll check that, okay, what will happen. And what if, see, it will require multi-factor authentication. For Ravi require multi-factor, what kind of controls we have provided. So in this way you can access the policies that, okay, what will happen if I'll select this. You can select the multiple combinations. So this is it, friends, in this lecture. Hope now you have the clarity that, okay, how we can apply the conditional access policy using the Azure Active Directory. So this is it, friends.